Hey, all you bacon lovers out there on YouTube, we're going to try a speedrun Cadash on Turbogfx-16 again. All the same rules apply. Hopefully this time I won't screw up as bad. So, got my iTouch here, because I don't have my iPhone. It's going to be keeping the time. So again, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not going to be doing as much commentary this time, because I already ran through most of it at the start of the last game, or the last attempt. One thing I will say is that spot I died twice is the hardest spot to get through. Once you get through that, the rest of it becomes easy. And in case I didn't go over too well, the ninja has a constant range weapon. Every upgrade is ranged. So that will definitely be an advantage. The fighter gets one ranged weapon, but the sword it shoots a fireball that does like 1/4 the damage. Alright, well I missed the bat, but I did get that, so didn't get hit. That's an important part. The priest has a flail that goes across the screen, but you have to wait for it to come back before you can hit with it again. So obviously not the greatest range weapon. It does do static damage, so I mean while it's out, if an enemy keeps running into it, it will get hurt. And I was also wrong, I need to get 6 piles of money. But we're not going to worry too much about that until level 2, because then the piles will be bigger. Alright, like I said, I have to kill 140 orcs once I hit this point to get to level 5. So that's pile money number 1. Well, 2. We'll go ahead and count it as 2. That's pile number 3. And call that pile 4. Obviously, I'm not being incredibly efficient at hitting the spawns on the side here. And we'll call that pile 5. So now all this money is just basically going to go to waste. I'm not going to pick up any of it. I practiced the damage boosts last night after messing up the video. I found out that my recording software adds a slight lag to button commands for movement. I don't notice it when I'm jumping or firing because, well, I hold the button down for a little bit longer than when I'm moving. That was pretty cool. Did not expect to get that bat. So now I know, when I'm trying to set up damage boosts, I need to hold the opposite direction button longer. Or else I do stuff like that. Alright, first boss again, the Black Pudding. I don't know why they named it Pudding, but we'll go with it. So again, we're going to stay at the inn as a safety. And by the way, I say we because you are on this journey with me, and I thank you for joining me. And again, weapon and shop we will not be visiting. A key we will not be getting. And we are going to fully stock on herbs. I count to 8 because you already have 1, and the maximum you can carry is 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you try to buy too many, it takes a couple of seconds for the shop owner to tell you, wait, your inventory is already full. Alright, here we go. Want to get hit by him? And him? And him? And him? I wanted to get hit by that other one, but I messed it up. Okay, that one was damn near flawless. Took a couple extra hits I probably shouldn't have. Now, I could use another safety to go back to an inn, is what some people I know are going to tell me. But the problem is, the next inn you can't get to. So, now we are back here. And I found out something I'm going to try to execute. I actually managed to get through this part without getting hit. I stood in just the right spot. Just like that. I completely forgot to calculate that when I first started this run, and I got hit anyway, so... Anyways, I completely forgot to calculate that when I started to record this. Is there a way to get through there without using an herb? Yes, there is. And I ended up using one anyways. Oh. Again, the problem with these guys is the minute you turn your back on them, they start charging you like that, so you can't escape them. So if one gets too close to me while I'm trying to kill it, my only option is to just spam attacks until hopefully it dies. That's why I hit that one that's farther over a little bit more than just a couple of times. I mean, I could just hit it that one time and then do this. But if I screw up and he gets too close, I would like to be able to take him out faster. Because I believe it's something like 5 hits or 10 hits or whatever is what I need to use to kill these things. Okay, it's currently 7 hits, it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 8. So if I mess up and they're too close, they are going to hit me, and then I just take unnecessary damage. Alright, there's level 9. You see, I'm paying a lot more attention to detail this time. never actually recorded me doing a speedrun, so I kind of tripped myself up with talking. But I want to be able to explain what I'm doing, just in case I ever do get to like Awesome Games Done Quick or something, or some other convention where I've got people around asking questions or whatever. I can honestly answer while playing without losing my concentration. I'm not saying I'm going to end up doing AGDQ or something, just if it ever happened. Okay, I should be creeping up on level 10. Like that. Now you see it takes like 4 or 5 hits. And I messed that up. That's gonna cost me an herb or 2. See, I messed up my timers, so now all these damage boosts aren't gonna count. So what is that, herb 3, let's say? So I've got 6 more. Got 5 more. Four more, maybe. Alright. So I've got about 3 left. This is gonna get interesting now. That is the hardest part of this speedrun, is now going to be getting back. Again, there's another safety I take. I fight an optional boss. I do not need to. But it drops an elixir which will fully heal me. And immediately after fighting that boss, I hit another shop, so I can restock my herbs. Which we're going to check to see if I have my count right. I'm currently guessing that I have about 3 herbs. Yeah, that's the whole reason you went to fight that worm, is because you couldn't jump and grab that ledge. Now, if you just head straight, you'll hit the next area just fine. Okay, I have about 2 herbs left, because I missed those jumps. Alright, here is the optional boss. It is Strangle Kelp. Or Crawling Kelp, sorry. I think it's Strangling Kelp in the original games. So I should have 1 herb left. Luckily, this thing only deals 1 damage. Yeah, another interesting thing there, if you noticed, I couldn't jump that gap because the gap was too wide. If you try to do that, you will go so far and then just drop straight to the ground. You lose all momentum. Okay, the hardest part here is that jump, and there is a harpy. I think it's actually the only one in the game. And again, I don't need to worry because I have an elixir. Oop. Now there's a series of traps up here. Here they are. And there they go. Bye! Have a good time! It is literally that simple to get through there. Alright, we did all that to get this flower. Now, if you would have gone up from when you got here, you would have found this town. But without the drinking the flower potion, you can't reduce your body size to get into these places. And this is where the inn is that we're not going to be using. However, we are going to buy the upgraded ninja armor, which greatly increases his movement speed, as you can see. Well, not greatly, but still it helps. I actually don't know what's in that empty house or blank house. Probably just information. And we did all of this so that we could buy that key. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I had 1 herb left. And we're going to go ahead and buy 2 more antidotes, even though I didn't use a single one. We did all of that so we could get to the continent. The big evil dude already took over. Now there are zombies here. They are a pain in the butt, and that grave will come in handy. We have to revisit this area 3 times. We have to go find the survivors hiding in the cave. Coincidentally, the cave is the last place. Ooh, I will be leveling up. Yeah, it's actually easier to just get hit by the zombies, or get hit by the lightning to just propel you. Because I think the zombies still only do like 1 damage. We are going to be ignoring most of this. I'm just going to be taking hits. I not mean... There we go. Get out of my way! Huh, didn't see the dog chasing him. Okay, well there's the dog that was up above. And there's a dragon! They take a lot of hits, but they give a good deal of experience. We already have all the money we need to finish the game though, so I'm not going to be worrying about money. I only need 2 levels. That requires killing about 40 of these, and they take a buttload of hits. They actually don't take that many, but their stun cycle is longer, and when they're stunned, you can't hit them again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits roughly. Or you can just sit here and spam them until they die. As you see, it takes a lot more than 9 hits, it looks like. Like I said, this is the last grinding spot. And everything ahead of here after the Survivor's Village gets kind of comical for some reason. Like, they added in some names and stuff, and some references that they really just didn't need to. In fact, in the arcade and Sega versions of the game, they didn't. It was only for the Turbogfx-16 version of this game. So there is 1 level. And I forget how many of these things I have to kill. It's something like 40 of them. And then just killing monsters that will be in my way, I end up in the last castle getting to level 13. But for most of that, I will have a weapon that will penetrate enemies, because I buy that in the next shop. The final weapon does the most damage. It's a fireball. So the ninja throws fireballs, which is kind of cool, but it loses its penetration ability. Oh, and by the way, when I say penetration ability, I mean the kunai and the weapon I'm about to buy will penetrate even, like, walls. So, if you're below an enemy that can't get to you, which if you play through the water temple, you'll find a couple of spots like that, you can actually hit the enemy that's up there, that you otherwise couldn't. But the fireball loses that ability, and the TriStar and the original weapon both don't have a penetrate ability. I like the TriStar when they give it to you because it can hit spiders without having to duck, and it can hit slimes without having to duck. I've actually debated trying to go through the game without getting the next upgrade, but the damage seems greatly increased and the penetration ability really helps, because you can kill 3-4 enemies at a time. So we should be creeping up on level 12 now. And the other reason I want to be level 12 is because there's a massive damage boost. You get sandwiched between a manticore and a dragon. And if you turn around and just let the dragon hit you with its fire breath at that point, you'll be propelled beyond the dragon, and the Manticore will usually give up. Okay, maybe I was a little off my count. And we are creeping up on the 20-minute mark, so I've only got about 10 minutes left before I count this as a good speed run. And I've made a few mistakes, but I'm practicing, like I said, talking and playing this time. There it is. And we'll kill one more just for the fun of it, because I accidentally spawned it. There we go. So now things get easier. I almost never miss that fireball. There's a chest over there, it has an antidote. Yeah, that's it. There is an actual item in this game that will completely fill your money, but I can't remember where it is, and I don't like to go for it. Okay. Damage boost. That is my favorite damage boost in this game. And super speed! Yeah, you can actually get lost in there if you don't know to go through an invisible wall right there. I think that item was up there. And platforms! Which we won't be using. That last platform is actually off rhythm, or whatever you want to say. It's not in sequence with the others, so you have to sit and wait for that last one before it to go back and forth a few times. It gets to be a pain. Alright, we now have a penetration weapon, and the only helmet, I believe, for the ninja in the game. A little face mask. Which you see, I believe I'm moving faster now. Alright, so that gravestone above, we have to come talk to the dude's wife, which is right here. If I went and got the key for the water temple, it's dropped by an old lady just like this. Always jump to get the item. Because it stops your momentum if you have to wait for it to drop, and if you just jump up, you have to wait till you land to start moving again. There we go. That is why I like the penetration weapon. Alright, second revisit of this area. Dead zombie. Dead zombie, dead zombie, dead zombie, dead zombie. Alright. Now the dead dude's going to talk to you, he's going to give you his amulet that lets him talk to animals and lets you talk to animals. When you pick it up, talk to animals like Dr. What's-His-Name. Like Dr. Doolittle. Again, don't know why they added that little reference. The other reference, I'm going to go by really fast with the text, obviously. His dog's name that you have to talk to that chased the bandit is Reentin. R-E-E-N-T-I-N. Obviously a joke on Rin Tin. Yeah, I can actually now outrun Manticores. So he tells you, his name is Reentin, his master was able, killed by the bandits. Push on this wall and it reveals a corridor. Well, you don't really push, you just walk through it. Now we're in the bandits' lair, and we're gonna fight Satan. Yeah, we're gonna fight Satan. I have gotten this guy in 2 cycles. Hello, Satan. He actually doesn't really attack you. He just summons these little fireballs, which tick you off. Nope, not gonna get him in 2. Yeah, his only attack are these fireballs. So I'm gonna be a little behind. And we did all that to get the magic flute, which makes a bridge right here. Which takes you back to the top of the cave. So we can revisit the top area for the 3rd time. And this is the last time, thank God, because I really don't like this area because how many times you have to visit it. And you have to stop for the frickin' lightning or damage boost through it. And damage boosting actually looks like it doesn't really save you any time, it seems. Okay. Now, we play the magic flute to get to the evil lord's castle. Again, his name in the other versions is like Balrog, and in this one it's like Boroku. That way it leads to an item that will increase your max health and another elixir. But we don't have to go get those. We do have to do 2 boss refights. We have to refight a powered up super jelly, but in a smaller room. And then we refight this silkworm later. Those guys actually kind of hurt, so I always just duck. Now you see all the screen transitions. There's actually another set of these traps in the water temple, and they're painted a different color. Okay. Jelly Giant is dead. Yeah, that is literally how long that refight takes with the ninja. And we saved the princess. Now in the arcade and the Sega versions, you can skip freeing her. Unfortunately, in the Turbogfx-16 version, you have to, so this door unlocks. Now, we're going to pick up a life bell right here. This is a secret little thing. And now this takes me a few tries, because you have to hit sweet spots. I'm actually mashing the jump button. There we go. We now have another elixir. And that's all we will need to beat this game. Sometimes I can get that really fast, sometimes it takes me forever. Now, if I timed everything right, by the time I kill the 1 blue dragon that we're going to face... Oh, never mind, I timed it wrong. I forgot that we killed that extra dragon back in the caves. Usually, I do not hit level 13 until I kill this guy. Yeah, they just arbitrarily throw spikes at you now. Now, there is a bug in this game. There is one bug. Normally, when you use the final shop, which is right over there next to that statue, it will just continue with the music that was playing. Grab the key, let that little tune play, and then open the shop while it's still playing and leave. Congratulations, town music is now playing in this castle. Only until you leave this room. That's the only bug I have found in this version of the game. And we are at 28 minutes. It does not look like I will be getting a sub 30. Because the worm refight usually takes me a little bit. If I get a sub 31, I'll still be happy. But I don't even think I'm going to be getting that. I might be using that elixir here. Normally I don't need the elixir until I'm a little bit farther ahead. I could kill those things in just a few hits, but it takes longer to actually hit them than it does to just duck. There's our fireball, by the way. Only door the gold key's used for. Now you're supposed to drop down there and duck. But why do that? Those only deal 1 damage. They are the same strength as back in the original dungeon. For the one other time that you see it. Now sometimes this thing will unravel like that, and then you just get free hits. And as you see, he's really not hurting me. 7 points of damage. Okay, we have 2 final boss fights left. I am not going to be hitting sub 30 by the looks of it, because I am already just over the 30-minute mark. Here he is. Okay, I could try to dodge his lightning, or I could just let it tear me a new one for the full little points of damage. Touching him hurts a lot worse than his lightning. Okay. We have talked to the princess, talk to the king, fight that dude one more time, and we're done. Because as it turns out, the king is not the king. Because he's over here. And the best joke ever, and because I'm not going to be getting my time, I'm going to let it show just for a second. It's like, he who is strongest survives, or don't you know the teachings of Carl Sagan? Yeah. And then he talks about how the clock has hit high noon. And then he changes into a giant dragon. Which we have plenty of herbs, so I literally do not need to move. Yeah, he's going to hit me. And he is now dead. Now that is not time, because time ends with the end of player input, and you have to get through this little bit of text. That's it. 31, 34.5. I don't know if that beats my best time. I will have to look that up. I will never forget your courage, even though I didn't spend any time talking to you, really, because I didn't read a damn thing. So, that is Cadash in a speedrun. That takes a little bit of practice. The hardest thing is the damage boosts, especially in the Water Temple skip. I know I can do better with mastering the damage boosts. And I'm going to do a few more recordings of this, because I really think recording is going to help. Because I can go back and watch what I missed. So, until next time, check out my other videos, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and I'll see you next time. Stay crispy, or chewy, depending on how you like it.